ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the One and One Music Review Show. Yes, I am happy that you're joining me today. We are going to be right back. Keep tapping in. How we doing? Yes, welcome to the One and One Music Review Show. You are tapped in. I am your host, Empress Rose. So today we are vibing one and one, take all the requests that keep coming in right now. I couldn't do it without you. So I thank you for tuning in, okay? Appreciate all the love that I am getting out the gate. Thanks to everyone who is currently tuning in. Continue to share. Tell a friend and tell another friend and tell another friend about the One and One Music Review Show. Yes, well, to kick us off right out the gate, we are going to be vibing to some mighty diamonds. You know what they say when you're alive, or if you want to see how quickly persons forget about you. When you pass away, it goes quickly. Well, we are talking about some of the great veterans that have been in the industry. And after I completed my featured tribute last week to Mighty Diamonds, paying homage to Tabby, you know, it is that Bunny passed away. So today we are paying tribute to the Mighty Diamonds, and our first 15-20 minutes is dedicated to that, okay? So stay tuned. Again, tell a friend and tell another friend and tell a friend to tune into the One and One Music Review Show. You are live with Dr. Empress Rose. Don't forget that doctor, you know.
trapped within the region. I'm trapped in and out of season. I'm trapped in Babylon injunction. I'm trapped, can't complete my mission. Yeah. Because I'm trapped. Woke up this morning in a curfew. Yeah. Buttons they click, make my back black and blue. I'm trapped. Pellets flying left and right. I'm trapped. All got to do is duck and hide. Whoa, Babylon system set me free. Free as a bird in the tree, with no one offending me. I'll be happy as can be. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tried to screech across the borderline. I'm trapped. Yes, the lawman was just in time. Yes. White squalor bite from morning. Because I'm trapped. Now the nighttime come, it's just the same. Whoa, Babylon system set me free. Free as a bird in the tree, with no one offending me. I'll be happy as can be. Whoa, oh yeah, I'll be free. Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa, I want to be free. Hold it down, John Gotti. I'm begging you to stop it. I know a man them called John Gotti. Yeah. Everywhere him go, him 16 him a carry. And if him should buck up the ratty, situation would never be pretty. Guns display and gunshot him a bossy. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. I'm begging you to stop it. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. I'm begging you to stop it. He used to work in the burning sun. Well, money not enough when payday come. Hard work and there's no fun. He decided to pick up the gun and loot and shoot and hit and run. Man, whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. I'm begging you to stop it. Idle works and careless play. Yeah. Let the devil lead you astray. By your works you must get paid. Listen the words of the right side say. So go on your merry way. Yeah. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. I'm begging you to stop it. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. Whoa, John Gotti. I'm begging you to stop it. Cool down, John Gotti. Yeah. Cool down. I know a man named called John Gotti. Yeah. Everywhere him go, him 16 him a carry. And if him should buck up the ratty, situation would never be pretty. Guns display and gunshot him a bossy. Well,
Yes, Thanks for all the love that's coming this way. Would like to send a special shout out to some of the countries that are already tapping in. Big up to South Africa, who is bigging up the Mighty Diamonds. Yes, you're requesting Have Mercy. I have that song coming up for you. Would also like to send a shout out to the UK, Europe, okay? Would like to send a shout out as well to Jamaica. I see you, okay? Kingston, Montego Bay, Australia, as well in the USA and Canada. Thanks for tapping in as well. Of course, it is I can't shout out all the countries right now, but the request for South Africa, Have Mercy. Big ups.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guide us, Chairman. Guide us, Chairman. Oh, yeah. Have mercy on a good man and help him. We pray, Chairman. Have mercy on a good girl and help her. We pray, Jaman. Man was made to suffer, yeah, and women were made to feel the pain. Stay by our side and guide us. We pray, Jaman. Give us all your blessing and help us. We pray, Jaman. Time is running out, but we need no one not to cry nor shout. Change them who've gone astray and show them the way, Jaman. Make this an everlasting example. We pray, Jaman. Yeah. Man was made to suffer, yeah, yeah, and women were made to feel the pain. Have mercy on a good man and help him. We pray, Jaman. Have mercy on a good girl and help her.
So let's give thanks and praise to the Most High God, Jah Rastafari. Amen. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. It a go bun, whoa. It a go done. Jano. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. It a go bun. It a go done. It was a cool and lovely breezy afternoon. You could feel it 'cause it was the month of June. So I left our gates and went out for a walk. As I passed the dreadlocks camp, I heard them sing. Pass the coachie let's give thanks and praise to the Most High God, your Rastafari. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. It a go bun, whoa, it a go done. Jano. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. It a go bun, it a go done. It was a cool and lovely breezy afternoon. You could feel it 'cause it was the month of June. So I left my gates and went out for a walk. As I passed the dreadlocks camp, I heard them sing. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. Pass the coachie on the left hand side. It a go bun, whoa, it a go done. Jano.
welcome to the One and One Music Review Show. Greetings in the name of the Most High, Emperor Haile Selassie. He's the King of Kings, the Lords of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Blessings, love and light to my Rastafari family. Yes, I could not do this without you. I just want to say, itinual, guidance to the masses. Wherever you are in the world, I thank you for joining us in today's Music Lab. Would like to send a shout out to all my listeners. Just know that I could not do this without you. And I thank you each and every week for tuning in and lending to me your listening ear. Yes! So, as we get in preparation for today's show, right out the gate, I had a chance to play a few songs by the Mighty Diamond in tribute as we celebrate the sounds of a Mighty Diamond, one of the greatest band to have ever walked the face of this earth. A rundown of today's show. All songs included in our One and One Music Review Show are based on the merits of each artist's musical production and not on fan base or record sales. All songs included in the weekly shows are by artist submissions or recommendation by fans. And for everyone who would like to know, how do we decide on what songs are played in our One and One Music Review Show? The musical content is judged by the quality of the recording, the listener impact, which is the message, creativity, and overall sonic quality. Yes, you are tuned into the Music Lab, where we do not disappoint, and as always, we aim to please. So what do we have coming up today in terms of artists? I tell you, I have a network that is just in wait in terms of the various artists and the different topics that will be included in today's show. Right out the gate, we are going to be vibing one and one with Ras Charmer. If you have not heard Ras Charmer's new upcoming release, he is talking about Princess Zinga. And unless you're living under a rock, okay, you know exactly who we are speaking about or who this song is about. Princess Zinga, when it is that, she was locked up in Jamaica and they cut her locks, okay? So, we are going to vibe one and one with Ras Charmer to talk about this song and, all the good things that's surrounding it. As well, we are going to be vibing with none other than the man himself, Challenger as well, okay? I took me for a loop for a minute. Yes, we're going to be vibing with Challenger as well. Yes, reggae artist currently residing here in the US. And as well, we have botanist who is aiming all the way out of South Africa, okay? And if you do not know who Mikey General is, of course, we are under more than one rocks. Mikey General, the man himself, over 40 years in the reggae music business. We're going to vibe one-on-one with him, find out what's going on in his world, his recent release, and he'll touch on a few topics as well. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Keep vibing. We have Ras Charmer who is coming up in just a few minutes.
blessed by him. The police girl they ya go get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Who give the police the authority for the Rasta princess them got him. Babylon your chance look slim, yo. This now go happen like Coral Garden. Watch ya now. Princess in Zinga can't please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they ya go get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Who give the police the authority for the Rasta princess them got him. Babylon your chance look slim, yo. This now go happen like Coral Gardens.
What I'm saying, if it's nice, you play it once. If it's nice, extra nice, you play it twice. And what happened if you play it 3 times? We are going to introduce Ras Charmer.
Watch ya now. Princess in Zinga can't please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they ya go get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Who give the police the authority for the Rasta princess them got him. Babylon your chance look slim, yo. This now go happen like Coral Gardens. For what they've done, what's the reason? Rasta got charge Babylon them for treason. Drop him in a ya bingy jump. I make them know we shall overcome. Too much injustice, too much is him. Rasta help big up them big tourism. Them export the farming, deny the profit when they warning. Babylon them a go get a beating. Princess in Zinga can't please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, Ras Charmer is currently in the building. Ras Charmer, how are you?
Empress Rose, I'm feeling good. I'm not no way gonna spoil our vibes. Empress Rose, she's juggling good. And give the people real dance all vibe. I'm terrific, I'm blessed, up and thankful.
I love it. Yes,
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure having you here. Let me tell you, I heard this song and, I got it from someone. I was like, yo, what? Yeah. So before we get into the song, though, would you like to introduce yourself to our listening audience? Tell them a little bit about Ras Charmer, Not go too much into details because that's my job still, but we want you to just introduce yourself, right?
All right. My beautiful people out there in the listening here, don't know, big up Dr. Empress Rose, give thanks to this opportunity. Big up my General Ronnie, you don't know, New Vineyards record, yeah. You don't know, I have a slogan, my people, so I say, and you don't know it's Ras Charmer, ash like a marijuana, a fire turn up a lava, ever blazes. Yes.
I love it. I tell you.
Yes.
Now, for the persons who are not familiar with Ras Charmer, how long have you been in the business? How long have you been doing this professionally?
Well, professionally over 2 decades, yeah, because I did a mama song, which professionally had a video with Phase 3, and that song is 2 decades. So a little prior before that, as I leave high school, Kingston Technical, I was amongst Togetherness Records, and I got signed around 1998. So yeah, man, we've been in it a little time, but growing and still maturing. But we give thanks, yeah.
Yes, So you grew up in Kingston, am I correct?
Yes, well, birth in University Hospital, that's in Papine, and then my father was pastor in a church in St. Thomas, so I was living in St. Thomas like most of my youth days, like from around, I was born till around like 11, 10, because I went Mount behind, then Gilbert forward, then I changed location and lived with my grandmother by my father's side in Lawrence Tavern, where I changed school and went to Oberlin. And then I came to live with my other grandmother by my mother's side, who gave me the name Charmer in Kingston, that's Norman Garden. So from that journey from St. Thomas to St. Andrew, Mount Ogle, Lawrence Tavern to Kingston, Rockford, Norman Garden. Yes, sir.
Love it. So, I'm going to jump right into the song itself, I'm going to have our audience, you're going to leave your social media handles, and we're going to have the audience do a little bit of work, with going to find out a little bit more about the artist, from what they hear on this show today. I want to jump into the song itself. Princess Zinga, that song itself, right? Love the writing, love everything about it, the production itself. I heard the song and I was like, yes, I'm loving this, because I don't know, I won't say there's not a lot of songs out there in terms of what has happened surrounding, the whole issue, but this is one of the best ones that I've heard thus far. Tell us about you deciding to write about Princess Zinga.
Yeah, well, I'm residing here in England, London, and one of my hygiene on the social media in DM me and say, Charmer, foot a hype, I give it to the rest of them. I'm going to say a situation go on. So send me the live, so I watch the live and I hear the passion from Footer Hype as a brother when I have locks, but me see him as a Rasta soul. Anyway, he must speak out, say, the girl has been them trimmer. Seeing the alkali. I've been listening, and after it finished, he must say, oh, me not hear no Rasta speak out. So my DM him and say, Footer Hype, I really think this a go on, and I must say, yes, Charmer, man, couple days this go on. And Empress, a fire come up in him. It's like I couldn't stop it. It's like you have a Pepsi or one of these acid juice. You shake it up, you see it spur. So I went on live and I tell the people, this is not for clout, this is not for viral. I'm speaking my opinion. Well, the spirit at that time came out like Peter Touch. Well, Peter Touch is a man when he match up in rap, in cause a lot of clouds. In Jamaica. Well, after that, I made the song. I have a sister which reside in Canada. She went to Jamaica Royal, Levi, and she know Princess Nzinga because I see she was there like on the when they went to the park in Arthur Tree, Mandela Park, with the Rastas giving her strength and thing, and so I get to talk to her on WhatsApp. Big up Princess Nzinga and the family. This matter is very serious as a Rasta man. So this is as a Rasta senior, which abroad, this princess could be a child. I have a child, he was in school, Excelsior, and he started growing his locks and they expel him out of school. So I could relate to it, And as a Rasta man, come on now, with all the things that Rasta has done for Jamaica. When we go on tour, we let a lot of tourists come to Jamaica. One Love, Bob Marley, Peter Touch, name them, John Holt, Dennis Brown, name them, the people know and love the artists and love Rastaman, peace and love vibration. So in this modern technology, in this time, after the Coral Garden Spring, Babylon can really come with this again and then go as far as even trying to say, the girl do these things to herself. We're pissed, and I'm far away from Jamaica, but the only way I could make my voice be heard is writing a song, and within the same timing, big up Dan Rani bring the rhythm, and it's like the rhythm enhanced with what I was saying. So it's just a gift from the Most High as a poetic justice, a musician, to voice our opinion about current affairs. And this affair, I forget, justifies. So this is a way of, I give thanks to the Creator with the right time in everything that it manifests to this point. And the song has always been holding back because of the situation of the girl, the Rasta princess, of getting her justice. So we just give thanks to the timing and the chemistry and the energy, because nothing beat the time within the right time, and we still have the justice for the girl and all other Rasta Jamaica. The youth them supposed to can go to school with their dreadlocks a Rasta, being a part of being a Jamaican within and bringing goodness to the table. We are the farmers of the earth, we are the chanters, we are, so come on. So I just lava splash on the system of Babylon without an apology,
Let me ask you, Ras Charmer. It is my belief that in terms of the Rasta tradition, and the Ras tradition that I grew up with compared to now. I feel like there were more soldiers back then than
Yeah.
what it is now. And when I say soldier, people don't understand. I mean people that actually are living up to the Rasta faith, or their daily doings are of the Rasta faith. Their, you know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Am I the only person who feel that way? Because I feel like it's a thing now where people have the dreads, but they're not of the faith. So in other words, to
Yeah.
me, they are fake rastas, and they're not for what we're all about in terms of at the end of the day.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go out and you fight for each other's right. You stand up
True.
for certain things. You understand?
True.
You learn not to live in malice and certain things. Am I the only person that's seeing that, or are you seeing that as well?
Definitely, it's like we're on the same page, sister. Because let I tell you now, I'm a reggae artist, but I didn't rap through reggae music. Give thanks to Bob Marley and all the rest of before. But I rap through His Imperial Majesty, so it's very, I'm faithful and it's personal. But out there with the business, a long time I could rise, but within the music, we know of Baphomet want to change the artist in terms of giving up our soul and being like we have to drop our standard, our fit in. I don't really fit in, I stand out. So what you say is very true, because the faith that I've been holding here in Europe, in Switzerland at time, now in England, we've been living Rastafari. I live Rastafari, I eat Rastafari, I talk Rastafari, I walk Rastafari. So it hurt to see in the time of revelation, like, I'm not pointing finger because I'm not in the point finger or the blame game,
Right.
but realistic is like we're going back, like we're backsliding instead of go forward. 'Cause I've been to Ethiopia, I've been to Ghana, I've been to South Africa, and in the prophecy it said that the singers and the players on the instrument shall be there. The Most High shall make the way, that I and I go before and share the message. And realistic speaking, no Rasta still not there in Africa. So as I say, it's not a blame game. But what we can do to fulfill the prophecy, we have to do, because this ain't no joke. This is our roots, this is our culture. This is the strength of the nation, which is salvation. So we see a lot of strong warriors getting weak. We see a lot of flawed, but I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to uplift. So we still big up the real Rasta people in the earth while live it up, conscious mind people. Because even as Margaret Heritage say, you don't have to lax to be Rasta, because consciously I've made people which is Rasta within their liberty, and they don't have the covenant on their head more than some people who have lax and are so-called. I'm not bashing no one, but it's a reality. So I think the best thing is for us to self-reflect and see what we have, instead of wandering in Babylon and running down a myth and an illusion, because from the root of King David, so we are the children of His Majesty, offspring. So I want love.
Yeah, but I take that with all due respect, man. But seriously, I find that I grew up as a Rastafarian from birth. You understand? It wasn't
True.
something where it's like, oh, me a follow here thing, or me a follow. No, from birth. That's how it has always
True.
been. And I've recognized that through the years of growing up. The face of Rastafari has changed. And I've said it over and over again, because it is that we are finding that the system or that is governed by Rastafarianism is not being exercised. We call ourselves that we are Rastafarian, and people go out and say, yeah, me have the ear and that makes me. No, it's much deeper than that. Because it's very much deeper than that. It's a system that's put in place where that's there to help others, right? And so that we can conduct ourselves with principles and guides and all of the above as it pertains to that. And I don't see that being recognized. And when this young lady come out,
Many are called few are chosen.
Few are chosen.
You shall know them. So
yeah.
I just revelation, sister, car. You know, if the days of the preaching is over, just remembrance of a prophecy, you know, of a revelation of things which is past and which is present and which is to forward. So, sister, we just want to live Rastafari, because it hurt the heart, sister. the art to see where we are forward from to where we are now today, and the thing just get away. So we reason of it, the territory, so we just go and rise the banner, you know, sister. And no say, yeah, and I call by his name, we shall do his work. And victory is a must good over evil. Because Marcus said, enough careless to open and go down with Babylon, you know, sister. We have to just find out, say, we ain't going to be like those such careless Ethiopians. That's what I'm going to say.
Real talk, real talk. Yeah, what's up? We're gonna remind our audience and actually a few persons that's telling you if you can run the Princess Zinga, and to all the persons who are just logging on. Yes, I'm going to run the song and we'll be right back with more Ras Charmer. See?
Princess in Zinga can please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they are gonna get a lightning judgment for the wicked. Okay, the police the authority for the Rasta princess them touch him. Babylon your chance looks slim, yo. This now go happen like coral gardens. For what they've done, what's the reason? Rasta got charge Babylon them for treason. Drop him in a bingy jump, I make them know we shall overcome. Too much injustice, too much is him. Rasta help big up them big tourism. Them export the farming, deny the profit when they warning. Babylon them a go get a beating. Princess in Zinga can is king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they are gonna get a lightning judgment for the wicked. Okay, the police the authority for the Rasta princess them touch him. Babylon your chance looks slim, yo. This now go happen like coral gardens. Everything Rasta bill, Bobby destroy. Yo, then the more seal with joy. Yo, them vex to Rasta have it own our government. And we self-employ. Burn down Babylon, corruption, destruction, confusion, illusion. Brimstone at the fire, bandy vampire. Judgment for the cruel police, them a ya. Like the murderer all Latina England, and over recompensation to reportation. Then fire burn the pagans. Princess in Zinga can please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they are gonna get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Okay, the police the authority.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. I say my board light up like a Christmas tree. I love it. I love it. So I'll to everyone across the pond who is actually, you know, tuning in and giving us praises and thanks for this song or whatever. I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate just about everything that you guys are doing about now. And this Princess Zinga song, all right, you guys can send me messages and let me know, you know, that you would like a copy of it, because it is that I'm going to gift a few copies as well. But before we get further more into some of these things we have been talking about, we talk about Rastafarianism right out the gate. Ras Charmer, I think one of the things to me is that when I realized that this young lady had her hair, you know, cut, for myself it is that at one point I had my hair cut off as well, and it's not because of you know, being stopped by a cop or anything. It was actually by one of my parents who didn't think that I should go dreadlocks. And at the time, I know how I feel, right? So for somebody else to go through the same thing and in a different manner, I understand it. Last night, actually, I had an opportunity to speak with Princess Zinga and her mom as well. So I kind of get a clearer picture and to get a sense as to how she feels. Because you know what happened is that as we talk about, you know, the COVID period and coming out the COVID period, there's enough mental issues already that you have to go through coming into society. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know how much persons are actually concerned about the mental aspect. of what is going on with this child right now. I don't even know how much persons have actually reached out to her and asked her, like, how are you doing? And we have this name game where we like to play this blame game and this he say, she say, and some here.
Yeah, I'm not upon that.
And don't think about the well-being of others. We have a few minutes left in this show. Go ahead and voice your opinion. I turn it over to you.
Big up Princess Nzinga, man, as I say, big up Rane for the production, whole, new vineyard, studio, prosperity that was blessed like it's a reason with Princess Nzinga, and it's a collective princess. She have her head on her body, so Babylon can't trick. Them fool some people sometimes, them can't fool all the people all the time. And now is the time I have to get up, stand up for her, right? Everything what the prophecy say and the patriarch and our legend, icons, I'll say, we have to take it to the message in the music and live it now,
Yes, I hear that. As you say, the Bob Marley song, you can fool some people sometimes, and sometimes it is that there are people that are actually listening, but they're not accepting the message of what exactly the song transpires, or they're living their own truth, but not necessarily under the Rastafarian banner. So, to that me say, nobody not for bonfire, me a bonfire upon that, because I am a true Rastafarian.
Rasta love enough, so more love enough. If I want to deal with love, I want to just go over there so to the left, card and go left, right, So in our program, we come out of the era of Willing syndrome, the crab in a barrel, the tear down, carry go bring come. We are made now solution. So it's either you're a part of the problem or you're a part of the solution. So we know that our God and King give us solution, wise mind, knowledge, understanding. So we are the optimistic mind. We're not the pessimistic. We're not the pine finger, blame game. We just know what to do. We have to stop this generation curse, move on as a nation, get it together, organize and centralize. Wise mind, Africa await its creator. That's where we are. So we are in the time now of gathering and knowing each other. It's like a sieve, the sun a sieve, to know the godly from the ungodly. So our best life, so we are living Rastafari.
Blessed love. Well, hear what Ras Charmer, you see, when the song come out, I think it's scheduled to come out next weekend. It's when this song come out. I'm gonna bring you back, and usually for a single we have like a 30-minute. I'm giving you a whole hour because we are gonna hold a whole Rastafari movement. We're gonna hold a whole hour talk in terms of real Rastafarian and burn out the fake one them. And it's not so much burn them out. Sometimes you have to teach them the ropes, because sometimes sometimes we have to take a step back before we take a step forward. That's how it works, right? We're going to invite you for a whole hour of talking. I'm going to invite some other real Rastafari to the movement when you come on, so we can hold a vibe. Understand? Right. So,
give her thanks.
So right now, we are going to vibe out in a few minutes, but you can give us our shout outs to whoever you would like to shout out. You can share your social media with the general public, to all the listeners, and we'll get it going.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. First and foremost, we give thanks for the Creator and the Almighty who make we are living. We are here. We are dead. So you don't know, more love, respect. Big up everyone that tune in. Big up yourself, Empress, prosperity, thy word, blessed thy gates. I said it again and I say it again. Big up Rani and the whole East Kingston, the whole Jamaica, global Africa. You don't know. More of my people them know, so they can check me out on my website, www.zioncharm.com. And my Insta angle, Ras Charmer, one word, RASCHARMER. You can check out my videos on my YouTube channel, official Ras Charmer. Subscribe, you don't know, follow the movement, I'm also on Facebook, Ras Charmer. And that's it, I give thanks for the whole pleasure being here. You're vibrant, I love the energy, Empress. Let's go and keep the fire blazing and watching all my people. Don't worry about nothing, everything is going to be okay? God is on our side. I don't know, with God all things are possible. So we are living champion. It's a pleasure being here. All of the vibes are easy. Enough love. That's the part. I bless you.
Real talk. I love it. I love it, Ras Charmer.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bye.
I. We're gonna talk.
Okay,
We're
okay.
gonna talk some things the next time you come through. I appreciate it. Give thanks.
Definitely. And give thanks. Enough love.
Yes, we're gonna vibe out with Princess Zinga.
Zin.
Princess in Zinga can please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they are gonna get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Okay, the police the authority for the Rasta princess them touch him. Babylon your chance looks slim, yo. This now go happen like coral garden. The violation, retribution. Satan a forget annihilation in the revelation. Rastafari, the conquering lion, protect I and I from the evil one. The Prime Minister sell out Jamaica, Rasta kick off the spiritual revolution. Police have to pay for all the Bronx 21 days. Now you bring it on the Babylon. Princess in Zinga can please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they are gonna get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Okay, the police the authority for the Rasta princess them touch him. Babylon your chance looks slim, yo. This now go happen like coral garden. Princess in Zinga can please king. Rastafari powers within. You're blessed by him. The police girl they are gonna get a lightning judgment for the wicked now. Okay, the police the authority for the Rasta princess them touch him. Babylon your chance looks slim, yo. This now go happen like coral garden. You know it's a Charmer come out water before you turn up a lava. Bless them. Back up. Burn out Babylon. Arts.